Welcome back to React University. I am Corey.
And I'm Dana.
And we are back with another episode of Attack on Titan.
That is right. We are reacting to Season 4, Episode 24, aka Episode 83, Pride. But before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends and family, comment, subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, and hit the notification bell so you're always the first to know and stay in the loop whenever we release something new.
Yeah, guys, also don't forget to become a member of our Patreon. You get the full reaction of this episode right now on our Patreon page. Please go and support. We really appreciate your support. And with that, class is in session. Let's do this.
Oliver, you okay? I got you.
Oh!
You weren't ready.
I wasn't ready for that. Oh.
She's crying.
Oh, she's crying.
So who she kill? Some scouts?
She's killing everyone who betrayed her. Everybody who betrayed. She's knocking them all out. Good for you, Hunch.
Everyone got turned into Titans. You're the only one who survived. You Ackermans aren't built like the rest of us.
Yeah, they haven't explained the Ackermans yet.
We're still here, but what do we do? There's no way the two of us can stop Zeke by ourselves. Aaron might be planning to turn on Zeke and hijack the Founder. But thanks to Zeke's tainted wine, the Jaegerists would retain control of the island.
So she knew.
That's it. Guess it's really my turn, huh? Ever since this started, I've just been trying to do what I thought was right. Or maybe you and I can just camp out here in the sticks forever, right? He wouldn't. The whole world?
What happened? Where is that hairy sack of shit?
No need to get up.
Talking about Zeke.
They took off for Shiganshina half a day ago. What happened? How did he break free?
I was wrong, and he got away.
Worrying about it won't help us now. We can't do anything but...
Run and hide.
Fair question. You must have been lying there listening to me talk to myself for a while.
Not for me. Gonna pull me around with a horse. Yeah, that sounds like you. There's no way in hell you're gonna be staying out of the action.
That's right. You know me far too well.
I'm after one thing now. My goal is to take Zeke's head. Theo Magath. Peak Finger. Looks like our interests are aligned.
And they know Zeke actually has a good chance of taking.
Toe-to-toe with one of the 9 all on his own. Not sure how you plan on dodging a bullet given the shape you're in.
I still chose to come here and put myself at your mercy. Shoot me or hear me out.
Well, hell, I can always shoot you later. If you two are planning to kill Zeke, does that mean you already know where to find him?
You know more than Marley's guys. I don't suppose you've laid eyes on the Founding Titan yourself.
I know that the thing is humongous. Our only option now is to join forces. So what do you say?
Pride!
Those things are huge. Look at the thigh muscles.
Look at them thighs.
The glutes.
Them thickum thighs. I wonder who those people once were.
I was going to ask, were they once people
Yeah,
or
it
were
had to
they
be once.
formed?
I think they...
Because if the Founder could have the help of Ymir.
Just force him into her mouth?
Yeah, dude.
But if he gets hurt in the process and figures out he can turn Titan, then that's it. I need to come up with a plan. A real one.
Like, go back.
He's such a good kid.
Yes,
He's
Connie.
camping out here in
guilty.
the woods without a single complaint.
Guilty.
But he trusts me with his life.
Maybe when he starts
Damn it.
dreaming.
Sasha.
Sir, I thought you were taking me to a hospital. But this is an abandoned village. Ragako village?
You've heard of it before?
And that name, Sasha. You were talking about one of the other soldiers. She was the one Gabi shot, right? Why do all this?
Yeah,
Why
Connie.
would you go to that much effort? For revenge?
He built a support around her and everything.
Why is it here? And why show me? What are you gonna do with me now?
What are you gonna do
He's
with
not
me now?
stupid.
Yeah. He knows that you're trying to do something stupid, Connie.
Yeah, I guess I never mentioned that. Think you can help me brush its teeth?
It's a pretty rare opportunity.
That's the excuse she came up with?
The ladder is solid, and I'm not gonna let you fall or anything. So, let's get to it. Sounds good.
He knows.
Get away from him now!
Droppy?
He brought you out here because he wants to feed you to that titan!
Please stop! Don't do it, Connie! Get back! Don't come any closer! I don't want to hear it! Don't even bother talking to me, because there's no way I'm gonna listen!
Falco, you have to use the power of the Jaw Titan!
Use the power of the jaw? What? What about Mr. Galliard?
He doesn't know. Connie about to be irredeemable.
Is he about to transform? What's he gonna do? Kill the mom?
Did you hear me say to step back?
He's gonna kill Connie's mom.
By all means.
Or is he gonna sacrifice himself?
No, he won't do that. Why?
Wait, what are you doing up there? Hey, answer the damn question, Armin!
That might be.
You told me that you weren't gonna listen.
Yeah.
I'll just let my actions speak instead.
Yeah. That's gonna get him to stop. Yep.
Armin,
You're being a mad genius.
you genius.
It was an emotional ploy because he's
It
not.
is.
He's
As he
not.
told him, forgive him. Forgive him.
What were you gonna do?
Because he said he's not thinking
The
rationally
same
at this
thing you
point.
were gonna do. Make your mom human again.
When she saw me off, she told me to become a great soldier, but right in front of her eyes. My friend almost died trying to stop me from murdering a kid. Guess that's the kind of soldier I turned out to be.
Nah, man, you're just broken right now, man.
There's a whole world of people that need saving right now.
Or is it because you wanted your scarf back?
I was pretty sure you'd have it.
I'm sorry for taking it. I felt like maybe it could bring me a bit closer to you. We spoke before. Just a short conversation when I was bringing his food. We were talking about you.
She's obsessed with Mikasa.
Mm-hmm.
He said he wanted to throw it out. And so, if it was just gonna get tossed, I figured it wouldn't hurt anything if I...
Give it back.
Girl, I'm dying. Can I hold on to it for a second?
No, you
Because I
can't.
admire
How you gonna take
And I'll
my
die.
scarf?
with no regrets. I pledged my heart and soul just like you. I followed in your footsteps as best I could and gave my life to the cause.
Mikasa, give her a moment.
No.
Mikasa, that's savage. Mikasa, and you touch my stuff again, girl? Like
She just said, bruh, leave me alone. Stop taking my stuff.
like, but I'm dying.
For the past century, our LDA
And?
Empire has suffered persecution at the hands of the outside world.
Savage.
That ends now! We'll have
Why is
achieved
John just sitting
victory!
back there, just letting it happen?
Maybe he's
No way.
What are you thinking?
maybe he's following the other guy's advice.
No.
No, to like find your moment to rebel. But you gotta be alive.
But he wasn't there.
I know, but maybe he's just using wisdom. He's
Our
not
hearts and
cheering.
souls to the cause! Our hearts and souls to the cause!
I think we should go and get Rhina as soon as possible.
Johnny's
Shouldn't
back.
even be waking up
He's in
so
his right
early,
mind.
so there's no hurry.
Sometimes it just takes
That
a
means
friend
he's gonna die.
in your corner.
At least
We're
not
gonna have
right
to
now.
eat eventually, right?
If all Titan hardening came undone when the walls fell, then there's no reason to think that wouldn't include Annie's... Annie?
Look at that! Annie was stuffing her face with pie!
For pie was ridiculous. Right, never mind then.
Dear Hitch, I happened to cross Armin and Connie. Thank you for keeping me company these past 4 years. Goodbye.
Wonder how she's gonna feel about that. But also loneliness. Or that.
We are gathered here for the execution of these two volunteers. They both admitted to opposing
Definitely
the
Yelena.
Empire.
He has
He's
a
about
gun.
to shoot
Yeah,
him.
I would think.
Yes.
Please do.
Here we go.
Ooh.
I'm ready for it.
Ooh, please.
She took up arms and opposed Margaret. She lived among us and fought at our side, but she did not fight for us. Her loyalty was to Zeke and Zeke alone.
Yelena, this in Yelena, she needs to be gone.
Nonetheless, this criminal served as Zeke's puppet every step of the way. Marley and whore!
What?
We don't need to do all that.
Any last words you'd like to share? Do it! Put her down!
John is gonna kill her. I mean, kill him. I will at least want.
It isn't time yet!
The dramatics!
I can't
Really?
with this dude.
This criminal's known Jan Capone. He used to be a steadfast ally of Eldia, and he had no knowledge of Zeke's euthanization plan.
Mm-hmm.
That said, it's still not too late for
He's
you.
literally gonna kill his homeland.
Because I wanted to liberate my own homeland from Marley and Rue. And yes, I wanted to help your people as well. But how are you repaying my help now that you've won?
Yeah.
And I get to live out my life here with your sad little gang of xenophobic shitheads?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk some sense into him, John. Please!
Ah!
He didn't shoot him. Yeah, I was like, he didn't shoot him.
He shot the ground.
Hey. Don't screw with me, Sean. Block!
No! No! What? Oh wait, or is he being saved? He's being saved?
He's being saved. He's being saved because why would Hans know?
Hopefully.
Where's Mika-san? You heard that, right?
He said he'd signal us with 4 gunshots. John must be ready to
Let's go. But how would he know that they were coming with Peak? You know what I'm saying?
He might not have. But who is that?
Yeah, who is that?
And look, Gabi and Falco are aligned.
Yeah. Oh. He got him, both of them.
You ever brush your teeth?
Yeah.
You could have had a life of luxury. The Jaegerists would have given you anything you asked for.
No, you don't want that. I feel like this episode makes me want to cuss so bad.
And that burning pile of bones would have haunted me for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Why me?
Grabbed you too?
To everything. For some reason, they insisted that we take you alive.
Oh, you're back in the Marleyan hand.
Yeah!
Annie?
Whoa, take it easy, Raina.
Don't worry, it's okay. We're all on the same side now.
There's not much time. Let's go.
Go where?
Yeah, where we going?
To end this and save the world.
No.
So they're trying to... Wait, make sure there's nothing at the end.
Well, I think I remember it doesn't say to be continued, and it's something so plain, but the fact that it said to be continued.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, like,
Connie's alive!
that's all you care about? I just wanted Floyd to die so bad. But this ended up being a better cover, actually.
Yeah,
pushing him out of the way into the jaws of the Titan. He accidentally snatches up 3 people instead of just him.
3.
Yeah, and then just like, pew. Everybody's like aligned. Floch is by himself.
Yeah.
He reminds me of like, you probably wouldn't know what we're talking about. I was saying he reminds me of an unhinged, like a character from one of my books. He's like,
Yeah.
Unhinged.
I have no idea. I would just simply say, just the people around all the Jaegers, they're so bloodthirsty. They're so.
You think bloodthirsty?
Yeah, like they want everyone in the world to die.
Okay.
Right? Like that's like
I guess that's a definition
even
of
more
bloodthirsty.
than like I'm just killing 2 or 3 people. Like the whole world. Like they're so on a high of just simple, like they've obviously been oppressed for years, decades. And
But the
they're
crazy thing is,
on a high right now.
if they've been on parody, they don't.
No, but they understand why they're in their situation. They understand they're in their
Yeah.
situation because the people over there hate us, and so they bring the people over here, and because of them hating us, caused so much calamity in our lives, and destroyed so many of our friends and family, land, and so now we're doing payback. What is the best payback? Dropping top like the equivalent of atomic bombs on everyone around the world by just throwing them, you know, the rumbling. And so,
but I guess I feel like the
they have
Eldians
no
and
care.
Marley actually have been oppressed more than the people that have lived on Paradis have been oblivious.
Right.
I mean, obviously, when
they
the
have a
attack
totally
titans
different-
did come and burst through the wall, like that was.
But you gotta remember,
dramatic
it's
upset.
just like in our situations, right? And we have our days of like misery and down days. We're like, oh, I'm like, so much bad things are going on with me. Nothing's going my way, and we get all because it's all we know. And then you hear somebody else is like, oh no, you like literally lost your mom, your dad. You have lost your home, your sister and your brother is all killed, and
Right,
you're all in
and
the
now
street
you're in a
underneath the
indenture.
bridge. Right, and you're like, oh, your situation is worse than mine. Why should I be so upset? They don't know their situation. They just
Right.
know their current situation was a mess.
Right.
They've been living with this lifestyle of Titans coming and eating them. And for a while, at least for the last 5+ years, they've been able to get free from that. Then the Marley
Yeah.
shows up again, trying to oppress them again. And they don't want that. And so, and to them, they're like, look, we can just obliterate everyone around the world. We'll never be in this situation. And to their point, they're correct. They go ahead and obliterate everyone around the world. They'll never have to deal with people hating them. But they're still humans. They're still people. And eventually,
Yeah.
they'll
They're gonna
find
have
ways
infighting.
of... Yeah, they're going to
Yeah.
be infighting themselves. So they're going to have... Well, we were this group of clan, and you're that clan, and then they'll be fighting amongst themselves, and you just be a whole nother sign of oppression. And then they could be like, "I'm gonna use a Titan to eat you," right? And I'm gonna use my Titan to eat you, and it become like
And
who's
you have,
siding
like,
with what's
civil war,
Titan? We got 2
basically.
Titans, and you got 4 Titans, and it become a war against. Like that
Yeah.
will because
It would happen.
We're gonna have
Yeah.
that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
My point is that the Jaegerists are so like hungry for revenge, and you're seeing. What you're seeing here is you have two group of people who were all for revenge, finding themselves coming to an equilibrium, or at least to a line, just saying like, we won't cross that line, or we crossed it before and we realized we were wrong, and we're stepping back and trying to
Like,
save
do
the
right.
world.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, you got your Gabi, you got your Flock, you have your Peak, you have your
Wait, Flock? You mean Falco?
Falco, Flock. Who's Flock?
Flock is the unhinged guy.
Oh, Flock, not Flock.
With his face
You have
being
your
measured mouth.
you have
Gabi,
you have your Gabi,
Falco.
Falco, you have your Reiner, right?
Uh-huh.
All of them, they're like, I want revenge against the against the devils on the island. They all wanted to kill the people on the island.
Mhm.
And they got to a point where they realized, first starting off with Reiner, and you already saw Reiner kind of having issues when he was living there. Is he was like, he totally forgot he was a soldier. He was like living in this world and seeing people that he loved die. And he had to come back out of it to realize that he was not of these people. He was from Marley.
Yeah.
Well, they all had this huge revenge thing, and then they had a moment, you know, where they said, this isn't right, we need to do better. And then you have your Mikasa, you have your Connie, you have your John, you have Armin. They're all like saying revenge, and then they had to hit a point where they say, we need to do better. So they're all together trying to do better, while they're both sides are trying to kill each other, you know. And so they found their moment of like anger, and now they're like, let's get over that and let's try to make amends.
Yeah.
And you have your Hanji, you have your, you know, who with
But she's technically with
who it seems like she kind of pieced everything together. It's like maybe Eren wasn't really siding with Zeke, but she thought he needed Zeke's ability by doing something
to enact whatever his own
right.
mission was. But
Right.
then they had that, like, you know,
And when she
mind link,
right, and then
she's
she
like,
realized,
whoa, that's
oh,
what your
that's
mission
what you were
is.
trying to do.
Yeah,
Right.
but she was right. She technically was right. He was going along with Zeke long enough to take captive what he needed. I found it.
Right.
You know, and we still at this point have not seen Historia, because they mentioned like, oh, Historia might not be safe, blah blah blah. So we resolved the point about Connie's mom. We've moved on from that, but I am curious now, especially with like everything on Paradis being in shambles, which if you think about it, like, yeah, that's their home, but technically it's an island, so like they could I mean, I don't know what the world post whatever is gonna look like. I also don't know like what I don't know how successful Aaron's gonna be versus how successful the others are gonna be at stopping him. But the world is vast, so even if like their home as they know it is, you know, changed, there's still like space to rebuild. But I think things will never be the same. But I wonder in all that devastation where Historia is, and you know how she's doing, how far along her baby is, if it's Aaron's baby.
As soon as you said that, I was like, why would you? Wait a minute. God damn it. You might got something there. And if we're right, don't say anything. Don't even hint.
Yeah, don't say anything.
But
I feel like it would be a very
good
plot point.
Because again, still Aaron, you know, Aaron still has, despite everything that's going on, and Aaron is still the main protagonist, personally. I just think he's still the main protagonist. And so, just because you're the main protagonist doesn't mean you have to be the good guy. I'm not saying that.
Right.
So he can still do some dumb stuff. But I'm curious, just simply, they made a point to let you know, and Armin also made a point to let you know that he was playing a role. And then there was a point where Armin was shocked on the role that he didn't expect him to play, which is, I'm gonna kill everybody. He's like, wait.
At this point,
I was on your side, and I knew that you were trying to do something,
mm-hmm.
and you weren't going to go with what Zeke's plan, and it took me a while to get it, and now
like,
I got it.
Bruh, your plan is worse.
Like, yeah, like you just want to slaughter everybody, and so.
Well, maybe not worse.
I mean, it is worse.
Yeah,
it is
I mean,
worse.
like, well, I
everyone
guess
at least would have died, and well, to what John said, how do you know that they would still be peaceful? Because once their island is full of old people, then Marley can come in and wipe them all out.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I guess, yeah, you don't want innocent people to die. So
Aaron's
like Zeke's plan would have stopped innocent people from dying,
right?
But he would have been killing off basically an entire population of
I'm gonna
people.
kill my family to save everyone else.
And Aaron's like, no, I'm gonna kill everybody else to save my family.
I'm like, if I was in a situation, I would do the same thing. Not do what Aaron was doing, but
you would kill off your family.
No, he's Aaron. What Aaron's doing? It's my family of everyone else.
Okay.
And it ain't gonna be my family. I'm killing everybody else.
I was like,
So I said, I get what Aaron is. That whole point is like, no, it's me or my it's my family or everyone else. And
yeah.
I'm gonna make sure everyone else get knocked out, right? I feel like, however, in a way which everyone is making a point, they won't be safe if they just simply try to sue for peace. There's no way they'll be safe.
Yeah, well, you can't guarantee it, and it's just it's human nature that like when you're like, oh, we're like, it's us versus the other, then like, yeah, you're easy. Sometimes it feels easier to unify that way, but then over time, even you're us, when you look at yourself as a group, it's like you find it's very nuanced. You know what I mean?
I only bring that point up is that I'm really curious if Aaron, not that he haven't thought it through, he definitely has, but I guess he's really the bad guy here, is what I want to get at.
What do you mean by the bad guy?
Is he really the bad guy? Is he going to be the bad guy to kill everybody else to save the
literally go over there and squash everybody, or does he want to make a show?
Yeah, like I'm curious. Again, I know he thought it through, but I'm curious if he's really going to be the bad guy at the very end. And it built to this point, so I can understand why he would go that route. So I'm not saying like it's not justified for him to go that route. Like I get that. I'm just saying personally that is not a good decision. Like don't go and slaughter everyone else.
Right.
Because to the point of you'll never be safe when the world see you as devils. Get it. But that doesn't mean kill everybody else. Because like just think about like, we're in America. There's other places, there's other people who hate us. I ain't gonna drop bombs on you and kill you just to keep you, just because I think one day you're gonna rise up and kill me.
Right. No, I agree with that.
I mean? It's like,
is
that right?
Is
that justice?
But
there are people who are in power who would do that, who are currently doing that. Let's kill everybody to protect ourselves. And so I'm like, personally, I'm like, is Eren going to become the bad? Because right now he's just a bad guy in name alone. Yes, he killed, with the rumbling, killed people on the island. They're all like, it's Eren's fault. But once they get off that island and they start going to those cities and towns, then he will be not just a bad person in name alone. He'll be literally a legit bad person.
Well, I mean, I think if you argue that he already is a bad person, if you're a bad person at home, are you a bad I feel like,
I think he's still redeemable. Is my point.
So the only thing that I would say is I think it's shown consistently. I have two things I want to say. I think it's shown consistently his character arc since childhood. He is willing to take violent action to protect what he perceives is worth protecting, starting with Mikasa. He took violent action without hesitation because he felt like that was the right thing to do. Someone else could have argued there could have been other solutions or other ways to handle it. So I don't necessarily have confidence that if he has made up in his mind that this is the way to protect people, I think he's demonstrated he will go to whatever lengths are necessary to protect what he thinks he's protected. Also, I just thought about this. Remember how this was Eren's scarf?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he gave it to Mikasa, and now he's so annoyed by the scarf. He's annoyed by the scarf, and he hates seeing the way Mikasa clings to it. And then you look at that situation with the other girl who was dying, and she was wanting to cling to the scarf, and Mikasa was so annoyed. I'm just saying it's almost seemed like it mirrored it. I wonder if she paused and thinks about it, when the girl was like, oh, Eren said he wanted to throw it, and she's like, he said that? And then how she was kind of pissed by it, you know what I mean? I think
I do want someone in the comment section to explain that whole scenario to me, because that's pretty cruel.
I didn't think it was cruel.
I thought it was cruel. The girl was like,
somebody. Okay, question. If somebody, how would somebody
wanted to go to waste, and I'm dying, and so I feel like it brought you peace and comfort. I feel like to bring me peace and comfort.
No,
I'm dying.
No, that's not.
My goddamn scarf.
Remember, this is the same girl who was trying to talk to Mikasa all the time. Why mother needs you? I'm trying to do both, but right. It was never it came across weird.
Relationship.
It was a one-way relationship.
Yeah, I got it.
But Mikasa never threw her scarf away. Eren has not been around them for a while.
I know.
So if one time in passing, Eren's like, oh, that scarf should go in the trash, you took it upon yourself to come take my scarf from its resting place?
Yeah, take that scarf off now.
I don't,
how dare you?
No, listen, that kind of does bother me, because there are some people that I'd be like, oh, dying. I just took it. What makes you think you can just take stuff that doesn't belong to you?
It's look, okay, don't touch my stuff when you die. So I get it. I'm gonna let you go to sleep with it. No, because Mikasa was about to roll it out. No, Mikasa was rolling out, so she's like, nah, that scarf ain't. I get the fact that Mikasa wanted to take the scarf because she was rolling out.
Now
she's heading out.
Now let me.
And she needed that scarf, but can you give the lady like some sense of like?
I'm sorry you're going through this.
I'm not going through this. Like, you're not. It's not like. Oh my gosh! I just felt like that was so savage.
But she wasn't even sad. She wasn't even sad about this. The thing that's interesting to me is all she talks about is Mikasa, and I guess some people are really inspired, but she literally, that's all she talks about is Mikasa. She mentioned in passing, I have shrapnel in my stomach. So I won't get to see Eren's vision, but you know, I wanted to be like you and I admire you, and did you have peace in that? And
give me my scarf. That's like, I'm just like,
I don't know.
Tell you about, I'm dying, you know, and
but okay, listen, but it's not like a friend. No.
You know,
no,
but
it's like not like it was a friend that took your scarf.
Make-A-Wish Foundation. You couldn't do a Make-A-Wish.
No.
My wishes.
But it's
for the scarf.
But that's different than
wrapped
you ask.
around my neck.
But then you're asking. This is basically a stranger stealing your stuff because they're obsessed with you. And then if I want my stuff back, I now look insensitive because of a position you put yourself in.
I mean, you put that in, you put another scenario.
Like, you're obsessed with me.
Like,
can
you stop talking to me, please? But she never said that, obviously.
No, she definitely didn't encourage the relationship.
Right, she did not, and she just kept going and going and going. And then you come and take my stuff.
And now hear me out, because I'm a compassionate person.
Forced relationship.
I'm a compassionate person, and I wouldn't mind sharing. But I was kind of shocked that the girl took her stuff. Like, didn't that? Like, maybe she didn't ask because she knew Mikasa would say no, because Mikasa won't talk to her.
All right, we beating this girl down. I feel bad for the girl.
Do you
Obviously,
really?
You don't. I still feel bad for her, but she shouldn't take.
No, I can feel bad for someone that's dying. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. That sounds really painful.
Give my scarf.
That sounds really painful.
Okay.
You went to go get my stuff and you took it?
You seem pretty bitter about that. Listen, I'm gonna give this episode an 8. I enjoyed this episode. Really good.
An 8?
An 8.
The exact same reading? This is awesome?
Yeah.
Even though the big reveal, Jean is snatching Pink's mouth? No extra points?
No, I think that was a solid 8. I think it was pretty good. Yeah. 8 is good. 8 is a good score.
I don't understand your rating system, sir.
What's your rating?
I think we're gonna give this. Excuse me. Sorry. Technical difficulty. 8.4.
8 for me, 8.4 for her. What is your score? What would you give it? Comment below. Let us know. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell notifications so you can always get the latest anything we post here on the channel.
That's right. Also, don't forget to become a member of our Patreon. You can see the full reaction to this episode, as well as many others like it, including up to 4 episodes in advance, depending on what tier you are a member of. So go check it out. You will not be disappointed.
And until next time.
Bye.